I'm here with Ashley, and we're gonna be doing a total body day. The reason is that when she gets a chance to get to the gym, we wanna make it as impactful as possible. She has a very demanding career. She took companies like Uber public, Airbnb public, Endeavor public, and Endeavor is, nerds like me, UFC. And so because of that, on top of 2 kids, when she goes to the gym, it needs to be meaningful. So we're gonna do a total body day, and I'm gonna walk you through what I do with clients who only can get to the gym 2 to 3 hours a week. So we are starting today with band walks. I do this with almost every single one of my clients, and especially for general pop clients. Ashley's a former college athlete, but still what I find happens is that when people squat, especially progressively heavier weight, their knees bend in. When people deadlift, their knees bend in. And that's a result of their glute medius being weak. So having activations like this that start to cue her glute medius and having her do plenty of unilateral, meaning single leg work, is going to help her strengthen her glute medius, and just very valuable for everyday life and in terms of just training, having increased pelvic stability and going through life, aging gracefully and aging strong. Typically, particularly with female clients, they have weak thoracic spine, which means mid-back strength. And so the limiting factor for a lot of women, how low in range of motion they can go, can they squat all the way, and just in general, is are they gonna tip forward when they squat? So I wanna show you 2 different things here. Will you come underneath the bar for me? And I want her actually to demonstrate a high bar squat, which means it's right up against her neck. Put your feet apart for me, and then squat as low as you can. Now look how much forward she comes. Come on up. She's very strong. We're gonna be pushing a lot of weight today. Go back down again. And you can see how much she leans forward. Come on up. And that's only because we kind of perfected this. Now, I'm gonna take this right on her hand, right there, hold it right there, Ash. Okay? Now, this is a low bar squat. Go ahead and squat again. And you can see how much more she's staying upright, but she's still struggling to get all the way to the ground, but now she stays way more upright. We can even roll that back a little bit more. Put it back on your shoulder even more. Come again. Watch that. Look how much more upright she stays. There's another way we can resolve this. Put this down. So if you have trouble getting full range of motion, it might be because you're doing a high bar squat versus a low bar squat. A high bar squat is more advantageous for quad, and the low bar squat is more advantageous for glutes and hamstring, right? But when we're squatting, it's primarily for most people a quad-driven exercise. But if you don't have the mobility, you can do a low bar. The other thing you can do is put her on a wedge, which is what we're gonna do. This is our warm-up set. Remember, we're doing a total body, so we're supersetting. Chest high. She's focusing on keeping her chest. Look at that form. Look how low she got and how she maintained. Remember, when we initially did it with just the barbell without the wedge, she really tipped forward. Ankle mobility for most people is a limiting factor in how low they can get in a squat. So my tip for you is, if you're new to squatting and you can't get full range of motion, either 1, do a low bar squat, or 2, if you really want to emphasize the quads, put it on a wedge. You'll be able to lift more weight doing a low bar squat, but you'll be able to get more emphasis on the quadricep by doing a wedge. Beautiful form. And she's staying very upright, a lot of emphasis on the quad. This is a warm-up set, so we're using very lightweight, 10 reps. That was very easy, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And now we're gonna go over and we're gonna superset it, because again, she's doing a total body day. With superset number 1, again, this is a warm-up. She's doing neutral grip pull downs, very easy on the shoulder. We're doing this as a warm-up because she's actually gonna do some pull-ups today. We've been getting her weight, progressing it on pull downs, and we've done pull-ups before. I'm hopeful that she's gonna be able to get 8 reps for 3 sets now with pull-ups. But again, warm-up set, very casual. This should feel like 40%. Shouldn't feel very difficult at all. She should feel like she has another 10 reps afterwards. She's just trying to warm up core body temperature and make sure she's not in pain, she's not stiff anywhere. Got it? So, 3rd exercise in our superset. It's a push, it's a single arm push. So we're doing a superset of exercise 1, squat, exercise 2, pull up, exercise 3, 1 arm bench. Again, this is a total body day. The cycle is gonna take us about 4 minutes apart to do each muscle, and we're gonna run through 3 working sets of this. We'll probably do a second warm-up set again because Ashley's strong. She's doing 2 warm-up sets. You should do as many warm-up sets as required for you to start feeling comfortable in the movement. She is not gonna do 10 reps again, just 6 reps here. We're just warming up. 3. Beautiful form there. 5. Really good range of motion. Again, you can see she's trying to tip forward or she's trying to keep herself up because she is tipping forward. Again, for most females when squatting, that mid-back, being able to stay upright is gonna be the limiting factor. Okay, nice little rest break, and now we do pull-ups. All right, here we go. Ready? Pull, elbows. 1, beautiful. Nice, full length. Beautiful. 3, 4, nice job, Ash. 5, beautiful. 6, yeah, easy, hold your. 7, and breathe, and up. 8, and down, nice and control. Beautiful job. 8 frickin' pull-ups. Mama 2, crushing it. You can see all of us, right? Okay, 1 arm bench press, working set. We're going for 8 to 10 reps. This is 50 pounds. I love 1 arm bench press for general population, again, because they're strapped for time at the gym. So she's got to engage with her core here, as well as a deep, deep stretch in the pec. And pec isn't, what is this, 8?
9.
Good. Beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Great. Deep stretch to the pec as the elbow goes away from the armpit, right? So really deep down. She's got a lot of delt. She's got a lot of tricep. She's getting a lot of that boost where a dress would be, right? Or she's wearing sleeveless shirts because she's now officially a meathead because she's benching 50 pounds. 10 reps. Chest up. Beautiful. Killer form. She has very long femurs. And again, that mid-back is gonna be the limiting factor. This is really impressive. You can see at the bottom, she starts to round a little bit. It's okay. She's getting really deep. Great emphasis on quad. Beautiful. Breathe, okay? Nice. Perfect. We are gonna do now, that's our first working set. We're gonna do 3 working sets total of squats. But that was fantastic fucking form. Same thing, nice and deep. 8 reps. Pull at the elbows. 1. Breathe for me, Ash. 2. Perfect. 3. 4. Nice job, dude. 5. Love it. You got it. Just keep it together. 6. Yep. And think fast. 7. Yep. And down and think fast. Quick. Drive. Ooh, nice. Nice. Great. So we did 2 working sets. So again, that's the most she's ever done for 2 working sets. That's a PR. I'm not gonna have her do a 3rd set. If she does a 3rd set, she's not gonna complete 8 reps. If I had a client, it was strictly hypertrophy, just trying to build muscle, I'd bring her right back here. But I like to progress her in strength. That's part of our component, is moving that numbers up every week. She's hit failure on this exercise, so we're gonna move on. We'll leave that alone. We'll do some additional accessory work for back anyhow on this total body day. Second working set of our safety bar squats on a wedge. Chest up, drop. Very important that she stays upright. The more she leans forward, right, the less likely she's not gonna get up with this rep. Beautiful. Great. I actually initially, when I trained Ashley, started her out with more reverse lunges than I actually did squats because her thoracic spine was a limiting factor. I wanted to get her quad strong enough. I wanted to emphasize leg training when we were doing it. And now she's so strong that she can actually get through this stuff. And I saw in that last rep, she started to buckle. That was the first one that really got compromised. And again, her limiting factor was that mid-back strength. Nice job, great set. Okay, we went through 3 working sets of pull-ups. Remember, we cut those at 2. But everything else, we did 3 working sets. Safety bar squat, 3 working sets. 1 arm bench press, 3 working sets. And now we're starting our second exercise, the Metcon. 3 exercise in superset in unison. This is going to be reverse lunge, 1 arm row, and a slight incline bench press. They don't curl up into a ball. They stay nice and long, and they drive to their hip. We want that core to have to engage. And out, She takes up space. Dumbbell down, pulls with her elbow, right? It's not about rotation. This is an anti-rotation. This is going to have to brace. Yes, I hit my clients. They sign up for emotional and physical abuse. But pull this elbow. A lot of lat engagement, a lot of upper back muscles. Beautiful. Pull that. Good. Beautiful. Lunge that. I'll walk you through it once I see the video. Okay, ready? Okay, second group of sets. This is going to be reverse lunge, one arm row, incline dumbbell bench press. Kick them back. Beautiful, feet on the ground, great. Very pivotal that you come all the way down with your dumbbells. You wanna get that stretch reflex, that's very key if you want to strengthen your pec. Now, in Ashley's case, she's not trying to get the biggest pecs possible, clearly, but again, all of this is what you can see visibly if you're wearing anything sleeveless. Deltoid, pec minor, those come into play when you're doing incline press. I think for actually most female clientele, you'd really want to focus on shoulder pressing and incline pressing. I like the one arm press because of all the core that's engaged. And again, you do want to get some of that pec for sleeveless outfits and just overall strength. You want to be strong when pressing. Reverse lunges. First working set, this is a new superset. This is 3 exercises in unison. You can also think of this like a Metcon. We're doing reverse lunges, 10 on each side. Then we're going to one arm rows, followed by incline bench press. We're gonna do 3 working sets of this. So our first superset was squat, pull up, one arm bench. This next superset, reverse lunge, one arm row, incline press. Beautiful form. She's staying very upright. She's taking a nice big step back, and she's really thinking about driving that back knee down, while at the same time trying to get this front leg down to parallel. It's more about full range of motion than anything, guys. So if you can't get down deep, lower the weight, drop the ego. Good. Breathe. Drop. Good. You can also take a break between sides. I don't like to alternate. I like to do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. That way if the client's tired after one side, they can simply take a break between going to the next side. Drop down. Beautiful. Good. Beautiful job. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do one arm rows now. Key here is I want Ashley to take up space. I wanna have her, I don't want her leaning in. I want her away from the bench so that her oblique is forced to work. Again, we wanna do as much as possible because we only have limited time in the gym. So I want her core to have to engage, and I want her to think about pulling her elbow back because I want her to get both lat and upper back muscles involved. We're trying to get a lot done in a short period of time. Good, nice long arm. Beautiful, she's strong, she's 50 pounds. Pull. Regardless how strong you are though, it only counts if it's full range of motion. Great. 5, good. And again, this core is having to brace. She's relatively leaning only a little bit. Towards me, I mean. Her weight's mostly on this side of her body. Beautiful job. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready.
Ready? You can see all of us? Mm-hmm. Okay, incline press, again, the superset, reverse lunge, one arm rows. I'm having her take adequate rest between it. If you think about it, the set probably takes 30 seconds. If it's a single arm, it might take a minute, but for like incline bench press, the actual set takes 30 seconds and then about a minute break. I want her to not be out of breath. Conditioning should not be the limiting factor here. Strength should be the limiting factor. But again, we are supersetting the exercises because there's no way that you can only lift weights 2 or 3 times a week and not do that if you want to get adequate volume. Yeah, great. Nice deep stretch. See how she comes all the way down? That is the best way to work your deltoid, triceps, the pec. And I say pec because all of that is important with a sleeveless shirt or a sleeveless dress. Any of that swoosh underneath your armpit, that is your pectoral that you want to work. Most people are very concerned about how their arms look. You want to be concerned about how your delts look as well. Great job. Right, she's braced her legs, she's pushing through the ground. She's thinking about squeezing her elbows together. Great job, Ashley. Great set. Superset number 3. We're doing an anti-rotation press. Lots of core. Core is different than your abdominals. Abdominals is crunches. core is what you need to be able to brace and do things like squat and deadlifting. So we're gonna do an anti-rotation, we're going to do an RDL, and then we're gonna end with more clamshells, more of that glute medius, where you're driving the knee away from the body, so it's the side of the glute, not the glute max, which is flexion and extension. Ash, you wanna put your hands out in front of me? So you can see Ashley's trying to stay straight here, and I'm pressing and she's bracing. And what happens is her core has to kick on. And that's the same thing that happens when you do an anti-rotation. Here I am, I press, my core has to engage. I press, my core engages. Because every time my levers get away from me, I have to prevent it from turning me the further my hands get away from my torso. So anti-rotation presses. Just square up, you get a nice stance. Great, beautiful. Dumbbell RDLs. Great, just gonna keep them right at her side. Chin up, hips back. Beautiful job. Back up, wonderful form. Hips, hips, hips. See, the shin is staying relatively straight. She's not going down if she can't go back. Her glutes need to travel away from her. And as long as she can travel away, her hand can keep sliding down. I love the dumbbells because it's very easy to keep right by your body the entire range of motion. Great, hips back, 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 back. She can't go back anymore, so she doesn't go down any further. It's not about getting the dumbbells as low as the ground as you can. It's about getting your hips back as far as you can. Great job. Grip will be a limiting factor with this exercise. Nice job, Ash. Great work. Very similar to what we did earlier with the band walks, but I want to get more of that glute medius. Another option if you're a commercial gym is the abduction machine, right? Where you sit down, you pull your knees apart. But I want something she can progress. She's gonna lay on her side here. She's going to keep her heels on top of each other. She's gonna drive the knee apart and really drive, hard drive. Back down, no junk reps. Each one should be intentional. Together, hard squeeze. Together, stop, momentum, squeeze. Stop, pull, stop, pull. There you go, intentional on each and every single one of these clamshells. She's gonna get her side glute. That RDL, it's gonna be a lot of glute max. That's the back, the thick part of the glute. But glute medius is essential for everyday function. Okay, again, total body day, all in. We got 3 sets of hamstrings, we got 6 sets of quadricep, about 9 sets of back, 6 sets of pressing, plenty of core work, plenty of glute work. Ashley has a demanding career, 2 kids, former college athlete who wants to come to the gym and get serious work done. If you're interested in watching me train real people with real careers, click the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna be releasing a video every week, either with my clients or with myself, giving tips all surrounding nutrition and training. Thanks for tuning in.